Hello and welcome, loyal viewers of the UKC and Lower Valley. Greg Foodas tuning in all the way from South Carolina. Toby Hart tuning in all the way from New Zealand. Good to have you guys with us. This is MTV Team Action News, and it is February 28th, the last news before we enter March, and I'm excited.
I am too, and I'm Nolan Weiss.
I'm Jeffrey Jorgensen.
And also, I can't forget Chad Utter in North Carolina, and he's expecting a new baby boy, so congratulations with that, Chad, and hope you enjoy our news down there in North Carolina.
Speaking of babies, there has been a mad epidemic of birds napping babies. So, Chad, when you have that baby, be sure to keep close reins on them, because birds have been stealing babies all around the nation, and this hasn't even been an issue since the last baby I heard that was reported stolen was in 1986, and David Bowie stole it when he was an owl.
I ain't scared of nothing. I'm not even afraid of the great owl.
But also, we have some footage of a bird kidnapping a baby at the park.
So if you have babies and you spend a day in the park, be sure to get one of those baby leashes.
Yeah.
That you
You might fly away though with that.
You could. You could. That baby almost was stolen. Luckily, the bird dropped it before it got too high off the ground, and just hang on to those babies.
One time my cat almost got taken away from a hawk, but luckily he dropped out and he just had 3 big talon marks in the back. Gotta watch out for these hawks, especially right now, springtime, all the mice are out and they're feeding, so watch out. Hawks are above you and they might swoop down and take you.
I don't know how I let you talk me into this.
They might, or they might take one of your cheeseburgers when you're walking out of McDonald's. So be sure to leave them in the bag before you get into your car, because I've seen that happen before.
Well, that hawk would have taken the burger away, but it would have been okay yesterday to go back into McDonald's and buy that burger and support the Roslyn Theater. And hopefully it was going on from 4:30 to 7:30 when the hawk stole your burger, but who knows?
That's neither here nor there. All that we're trying to get to is thank you to McDonald's and everyone who was working that day to help support us here at the Roslyn Theater and bringing in all the good funds to the Roslyn Theater for a great cause. They're $6,000 away from their goal. We haven't gotten the previous update since the McTakeover and how much that actually raised.
Frank Grimace. He comes from Grimace Island. He got his name from a long time ago by drinking milkshakes. And he'd drink the milkshakes too fast and he'd get that grimace on his face from the brain freeze. And well, that's how he earned his name. But he loves milkshakes. And of course, my good friend Hamburglar. And whatever you do, if you have a hamburger or a cheeseburger, keep your hand on it at all times.
I'm Josh Hartman. I am the people manager at Cleova McDonald's. A McTakeover can be any group. It can be a teacher, it can be a class. What it is we donate 15% of the charity. They come in here and they work the store for us for about 3 hours. So the goal is to raise as much money as possible for whatever organization it is. 15% of our total funds tonight will go to the Roslyn Theater. We saw they were really in need. We saw that they wanted to raise $50,000 that they need to raise. We decided to step up in the community. We really wanted to make sure that would happen. This is our one-time thing for them, but any other organization that needs any help can always step up and ask us if they need anything. We'll be more than happy.
How much do I love McDonald's? That much.
Thank you to the Ronald McDonald family for making that happen and all the customers that went in to help support our local theater. It's greatly appreciated. Big businesses doing big things for little businesses in our town.
Yep, very cool thing. And that makes the Roslyn Theater one step closer to their $25,000 goal. Last week we reported they were $6,000 away from it. And I know that McDonald's, once they tally up their final numbers, they'll be even closer to their goal. Great job. And right now, get into Maggie's Pantry, and 10% of your grocery proceeds will go to the Roslyn Theater. So there are so many great ways to support the Roslyn Theater with all these local businesses.
And with Zero Dark 30 showing, that's the best way to support them.
Yeah,
is just
great
go in
movie.
there and watch Zero Dark 30. It is playing right now. And this weekend they're going to be showing The Runner Stumbles at 1 o'clock, I believe,
Yep.
on Saturday and Sunday. The Be Light Mission Conference is going to be taking place from March 8th to the 10th on Friday, starting at 6 p.m. Saturday is going to be from 4 to 7 p.m. And on Sunday it's going to be at 9 going to 12 p.m.
Wow.
If you plan to attend, contact the church office at 674-2664.
This is going on at the CMA Church in Cle Elum. Well, it's South Cle Elum on the Cle Elum side. So make sure to get down there. The CMA Church doing some great things with the Be Light Annual Mission Conference.
It's pretty cool seeing all these kids or even adults going on the missions and then spreading the love of God in other people's lives and doing it in a fantastic way, leaving the country to do it in other cultures. My buddy Toby's down in New Zealand right now doing the same thing.
Yep, it's very uplifting, humble experience right there. So hey, make sure to be a part of this and be light at the annual mission conference.
Advertise with us here at NTV and you'll get more bang for your buck. We have the cheapest advertisement in town, so be sure to give us a call at 649-3940.
Right now, for only $250, we will make you a commercial, show it for 2 months, and air it 5 to 7 times a day. Very nice deal from Inland Networks. Give us a call, and we'd love to get more foot traffic in that business of yours.
All our news episodes are going to be playing online on Facebook or YouTube, so be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook.
Oh yeah, give us the old thumbs up on Facebook.
Or thumbs down. I think we're getting about 80 views a week, or an episode.
Actually, we're getting 412 people visiting our Facebook, and that was a down number. Usually it's in the 600 numbers. So it's very cool. We have, huh?
That's pretty crazy.
Oh yeah. I thought you mumbled something like, we're
No.
Thanks, Jeff.
And thank you to all our viewers, online especially.
Yeah, thank you to all of our viewers, everybody that supports Jeff, myself, Eddie, and Aaron, and NTV Team Action News. Thank you so much.
Susapalooza is going to be taking place. This is a fundraiser for the Roslyn Library. It's going to be held in the NWI building, and it's going to be coming up on March 2nd, 2013, obviously. So be sure to get out there, have a good time, and see some fantastic artwork.
And eat some awesome chili, all the great food that they have. The Friends of the Roslyn Library put on such a great event, Susapalooza, 6 p.m. at the NWI building, like Jeff said. Tickets are available at the Roslyn Library with Aaron Craig, so make sure to get to Susapalooza and get those tickets because they sell out fast.
The 25th annual quarter of a century water spittoon race is going to be taking place at
Nautical
the Brick Saloon. It's the Nautical Ball, and this is going to be on March 9th, so be sure to get all your boats out there, whatever you're going to be making your
Wooden,
boat.
plastic, experimental. You have 3 different classes, so make sure to get the boats out
and
there.
soap.
And soap. Oh,
soap
yeah.
boats. Soap
Can't
boats.
forget the soap, and our
They
boat
are
sank.
terrible. It was a submarine.
Yeah. And at this time, let's move on to Civic News.
First off, in civic news, the Roslyn City Council met on February 26th, where they gave out a certificate of appreciation to the Osmanovich family.
I'd like to invite Don and Joanne Osmanovich to step up here for just a moment. On behalf of the community of Roslyn, not only would I like to thank you for being such wonderful landlords while we used your building next door for the couple of years that we were there. I don't know if we were very good tenants, but you were really good landlords. I'd like to just show our appreciation to you.
We
for
appreciate
that.
all of you guys that do this job here, because I worked for the city for 12 years, and it is a lot of work, and we appreciate all of you guys that put forth for the city of Roslyn.
Also, Aaron Craig talks about the Roslyn Library, and 70 applications came in for the Public Works Department position.
The city of Roslyn plays a large part, which is very important. You're providing all the staff and all the facility with the Kittitas County money for this operation to happen. That's about half of what we actually do. And the rest of what we do comes from community donations, from the state library, and grants and volunteers. So we just really wanted to impress upon you how much of a community effort it is, and that really city taxpayers are getting a great deal for their $45 a year in tax revenue.
Where we are in the interview process for the Public Works replacement person. Much to my surprise, we had 70 applications. And if we had probably about 42 to 45 positions in the city, I could fill them with some of these really good people.
If you want to check out Roslyn City Council meeting in its entirety, check out NTV Mondays and Wednesdays, 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. On the same day, February 26th, the Cle Elum City Council met where they talked about the lights in front of the police department, discussed the property plan for the youth center, and a fair will be taking place at the Y Park on June 22nd. All this and much more at the Cle Elum City Council.
One of my observations, as well as the observations of many in the community, that come nighttime, it's pitch black up there, even though the building came with some lights, gave the appearance that we weren't open for business. So we talked with Jim. Jim went up there and installed some better lights, not only on the police department, but on the appearance that we are open for business up there. So I wish Jim was here, but grateful for Jim and his crew for doing that.
What I'd like to do tonight is throw it out into a question and answer period. We're in a position right now where we're kind of at a stalemate until we can come up with property that we can show that we own to where we can go after the grants that we're looking for. We're looking for a spot that we can put a pool and a youth center together, and we've got an opportunity to acquire a grant that will give us a pretty good start.
Yeah, well, my question is you need to know what your actual size space of your building is going to consume, and whether the configuration of that Y out there will even accept it, I guess is my question.
Well, we walked it with Matt, and we looked at it pretty extensively, and we're pretty convinced that that's just going to be. But once we get the go-ahead, we can have Al Montgomery start working up some plans, or I'm assuming that's who's going to be doing it, so we can have an exact footprint, and we have to have all that stuff for the grant anyway. But there's no point in going ahead and either spending money or wasting people's time if we can't get the land.
You were approached by a gentleman named David Wallace, who works up at Safeway. I believe he's one of the assistant managers, and he had a strong interest about 6 months ago of putting on a city preparedness fair for, I think, just general emergency preparedness, disaster preparedness. He came out to comment when we were doing our disaster mitigation plan, the countywide plan. Mr. Wallace could not be here tonight, but asked me to put before you, I told him I would, on the agenda, a request to use the Y Park. Him and his committee and his group that he's assembled would like to hold a preparedness fair on June 22nd. They'd like to use the Y and Flagpole Park, and they just wanted to have council. I said that's the next step, is just getting council's permission to go ahead and set up your fair and use the park.
And if you want to check out the Cle Elum City Council in its full entirety, check them out Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 a.m. and 9 p.m.
And let's move down to the school board news, where the students held a music presentation for the school board members. The school board also talked about the capital projects and the parking lot and bus lane path.
This design has 153 total parking stalls and significantly encroaches into the green belt. As these 2 rows of parking has a total of 153 stalls, both sides. This design encroaches 30 feet farther into the green belt.
Number 2 runs the middle curbing, the same distance as the original, but then puts diagonal all the way along the northern edge.
In total, this plan has 169 parking stalls and significantly encroaches into the green belt.
All this and much more at the school board meeting. Check it out all week long on MTV. The school board meeting was a good one this week, especially with those kids playing their instruments. Awesome job.
And that concludes Civic News. moving right along, let's go into ARF News.
On March 9th, from 10 to 2 p.m. at the Mount Stewart Animal Clinic, you get vaccinations for your animals for only $10 and microchips for $5. This is to families in need, so again, if you have an animal that needs a microchip or vaccinations, get down to the Mount Stewart Animal Clinic from 10 to 2 p.m. on March 9th. This is a huge help. Way to go, ARF and Mount Stewart.
And the ARF giveaway was a ginormous success, giving away 4 pallets of food and tons of pet supplies.
Great job. They met this last Saturday at the police department. Lori and Ron, the animal control officer, helped out giving out free food. Awesome job. And some families were really happy to get that food.
And we have a dog up for adoption that we brought to you a couple weeks ago, Trey. He's a loyal, loving, cuddly guy. He is about 5 years old. He's an American Staffordshire Terrier who is neutered, microchipped, and up to date on shots. He weighs about 60 pounds and he's good with other dogs and loves kids. If you're interested in adopting Trey, be sure to give Lori a call at 304-4805.
Thank you, Lori. You're doing a great job. And ARF Animal Rescue, a great organization in the Upper Kittitas County.
Yes, well said.
Yes, it is. Another great thing of the Upper Kittitas County is the Kittitas County Chamber of Commerce, and they have a new office in downtown Cle Elum. This is going to be a great thing, but first they have to do painting, new carpets and floors, and also put a sign up. The location of the building is at 312 First Street in Cle Elum. This will be a visitor information center and also provide economic development and membership service for the Kittitas County Chamber of Commerce. Awesome things right there, and buildings are being used in Cle Elum.
But I'm confused. So the Kittitas County Chambers of Commerce is in, but the Cle Elum Chamber of Commerce is out.
The Cle Elum Roslyn Chamber of Commerce is still trying to go through the year. They have a low budget this year, but they're going to try to make it through 2013 and see where they can get with 2014.
So as of now, we're going to have 2 chambers
right across the street from each other.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
The Special Olympics basketball players with their coach, Shannon Williams, which they did an amazing job down in Yakima, taking the tournament, beating everybody by almost 30 points, and we had the great opportunity to sit down with this great team and the coach and share an interview with you.
I'm the half-court Johnson.
3-point Jacob Shaw.
Steel Queen.
Kenny the assistant.
Hi, BJ. David. The board master. The board master.
The amazing coach of the year.
Warrior champions, second year in a row.
We played basketball. We started practicing in December on Tuesdays and Thursdays during my prep. So as soon as the kids got to school, they were in the gym. Working hard. We worked a lot on fundamentals this year, but they also learned how to do a pick and roll, which was awesome. And we worked a lot more on cardiovascular conditioning because we only had 5 kids to go to the tournament with. So 3 full games with 5 kids. We used timeouts and good strategies, and we were able to smoke them. We played Sunnyside, Natchez, and West Valley, and we kept them all under 20 points. We had lots of hot hands on the threes, and Kenny was our rebound master. He got tons of points in the second game off of following the shot and rebounds. And Zach tried a half-court shot again this year, and it came up a little short, but that's okay.
Boy.
Yeah, everyone scored this year, so it was good. We had a great time.
Really good time. Like Kenny, this is his first year doing basketball, and he actually did really good this year.
I'm gonna do basketball next year, and I'm gonna practice on my half-court shots.
The last game was a little bit tough, but we still went out and had a little bit fun time, and went out and gave yourself 110%. And
this is such a humbling experience for me to do with these kids, and I can't imagine not doing it anymore with them. It just really brings you back down to earth and appreciate what you have. And you know, these kids go out and work just as hard as everybody else in the school, and they deserve just as much credit as everyone else. And I couldn't be prouder of the way that they've worked and gone out and dedicated themselves to getting better and learning the fundamentals. And next year will be that much better. And we had a party after we won.
Congratulations to the Special Olympics team and Shannon Williams for a great job. You guys are doing excellent down there. Looking forward to seeing you in the years come. It seems like we're going to have undefeated years among years. I don't want to jinx it, though.
I love it, though. Our basketball program with those kids and and women, they do have a woman on the team, doing a great job, bringing a championship to the Warrior House. Once again, 2nd year in a row. Keep up the great work, Shannon Williams. She works those kids too. She said they have practice every day in the morning. She gets them running, and after 5 minutes they're tired, but gives them water break, and then they get back on the court.
It obviously pays off though.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, beating the other team by 30 points, that's just.
They said they were playing in the senior division too, and they're playing people in their 40s and just beating them.
That's crazy.
It's awesome.
Else.
Good job.
Something else.
A lot of practice pays off. Great job. And way to go, Zach, the team captain of the basketball team. Keep up the great work, bud.
And we'd like to shut down tonight's episode by wishing our very own Eddie a very happy birthday.
Eduardo, happy birthday!
Today,
February 28th.
Eddie is turning 19 and a half.
He acts like
It's
it,
your
but he is
half-birthday?
he's turning 22. Our little Eddie is growing up, but he'll keep saying that he just wants to be a little kid.
Yeah.
That's all he wants to be. So happy birthday, Eddie. Hope you have a great birthday, and
You have many years left
Many
in you
years.
growing.
Yep, happy birthday, Eddie.
You're still not, you're a young adult. You still have some room to grow.
Starting the birthdays in March. March 1st, we have Vicky Schaefer and Cassie Fishnick. Happy birthday.
On March 2nd, we have Carrie Farnham and Tiffany Goebel. Happy birthday.
On March 5th, my cousin Dylan Weiss. Happy birthday, Dylon.
On March 4th, we have Laura Armstrong, our very own Laura Armstrong, and Cena Landford. Happy birthday, ladies.
Adrian Alexi and Cody Childs.
And on March 7th, we have Kevin Moorhead and Jessica McCoon.
On March 8th, Chelsea Cameron and Jeremiah Bequette. Happy birthday to everybody. And if we missed your birthday, don't let it happen again. Facebook us, tweet us, YouTube it, email it, call us. Tell Jeff when you see him out and about. There's so many ways of communication. We should never miss your birthday. Or if you have some advertising needs, we should never miss those opportunities on getting more foot traffic in your event or your business.
This has been a couple local boys.
Trying to shoot some local news for you, February 28th, the last day of February 2013.
Reminding you guys out there to keep your babies away from birds.
Don't get them kidnapped like this. You guys have a great diet.
Die.
You guys have a great day. Hey, have a right.
$70 positions are applied for the Public Works Department. What's wrong with that? What was wrong with that?
Yo, what's up? I'm Aaron McCullough, and I love McDonald's. I'm a McDonald's fan. I've always been a fan of McDonald's. I love McDonald's. I love McSpicy's, hot and spices. I like everything about McDonald's.
In TV, Channel 40, The Rock in Roslyn.